So welcome to ISIPCA. ISIPCA is the great school of the higher education of the Greater Paris Chamber of Commerce Industry. We are dedicated to perfumery, fragrance, cosmetics, and flavors. We are celebrating our 50th year of excellence in Versailles. We were created in 1970 by Mr. Jean-Jacques Guerlain from the iconic house of Guerlain, which is headquartered in Paris. We are located in Paris, in Versailles and Grasse. Grasse is a world cradle of perfumery in the south of France. Every year we host about 600 students. We have 27% of international students from over the world. And in our international graduate and postgraduate master's degree, we have 40% of international students. In Versailles, we are located not far from the Palace of Versailles. Generally, all international students like to visit it. And in Grasse, you can visit some perfumeries and workshops and manufacturers. So we provide French and English taught undergraduate to postgraduate programs, specialized in business to consumer or business to business. And we have some English taught scientific perfumery, cosmetics and food flavoring programs. We also provide short programs like online short programs and summer schools. So after a bachelor's degree, if you have a scientific background as chemistry, chemical engineering, biology, biochemistry, pharmacy, or botany, you can enter the European Fragrance and Cosmetics Master. It's a partnership with the University of Versailles-Saint-Quentin in France and Padova in Italy. That means that the first year is dedicated to cosmetics and perfumes. The courses are in France. And the second year, you will go to Italy and study business and management. It's a double degree, double credential, and double mobility. After a bachelor's degree, you have the other option is the MSc in Design and Creation. It's a partnership with the American leader International Flavors and Fragrance Incorporation, where you can study raw materials, perfumery, fine fragrance, and consumer fragrance formulation. So that's after the bachelor's degree. If you have a master's degree, you can enter one of our postgraduate programs. They are specialized in fragrance, cosmetic, or food flavoring. And we have another one. It's a specialized master in regulatory affairs management in fragrance and cosmetics. We have all these programs are blended learning programs, except the MSc in regulatory affairs management, which is 100% online graduate program. So it's very interesting for students over the world. In the European Fragrance, Cosmetics and Master, you will acquire thorough knowledge of perfume, raw materials, and cosmetics. You will learn the different stages of development of product, pilot marketing project, and you will achieve competitive intelligence and benchmark. Each program has an internship to achieve. It's compulsory, optional, generally compulsory. In the MSc in Design and Creation, it's a comprehensive program in perfumery. So you will learn about raw materials, the perfumery knowledge, and all about fine fragrance and consumer fragrance formulation. You will work a lot in laboratories. You will learn from IFF. You will have some professionals. Sometimes you will have some opportunities of internship or job positions over the world through IFF. The MSc in Fragrance Expertise or Cosmetics 1 or Food Flavoring help you to develop a knowledge of the different markets specialized in one of these three areas. You will learn about the key players and consumer trends. You will learn how to acquire an expertise in olfaction for fragrances and flavors, gustation for flavors, some ingredients, many raw materials, and formulation and composition. Raw materials and ingredients are very important. You will have to know them, to recognize them, and to learn how to use them to formulate or compose. You will understand all the process of formulation and composition. You will afford safety regulation and execute all the quality processes. These 3 programs include a 6-month internship. You can have a work placement or you can have a fixed-term contract because it's a final program generally. It's a springboard to employment. As I told you, we have also short programs and summer schools. For instance, we have summer schools in the French art of perfumery, of cosmetics and food flavorings that we call à la française. And these programs can introduce you to some programs, degree programs, or just help you to discover and to learn about the sectors. If you have a good level of French, you can follow a French program. For instance, we have the MSc Création et Développement, that means creation and development of products, perfumes, cosmetics, and flavors. In French, parfum, cosmétique, ou arôme. It's a 2 to 3rd year program, and the first year is a full-time program, so it's open to everyone. You will learn everything about the 3 areas, and the 2nd and the 3rd year, it will be an apprenticeship. That means that the company you will work for will pay the studies for you, which could be very interesting for you, and you will have a specialization in one of the 3 areas. So you will learn in cutting-edge scientific and professional laboratories. We have 14 research laboratories dedicated to formulation, sensory analysis, and evaluation. We have analytical equipment. We provide you with olfactory oil with many free raw materials and all the formulation equipment. A great asset of ISIPCA is to work a lot with companies and to work like a company. So that means that you will learn in the professional environment. So when you achieve your internship or placement and so on, you will have the same equipment. So you will have studied and learned before starting in a company. For instance, for fragrance laboratories, we have specific laboratories for fine and consumer fragrances. We have specific cosmetic laboratories to make colored makeup products, for instance, all the lipstick and powder, foundation, and so on. And another one for making white skincare products, that mean cream, moisturizer, and mask, and so on. About the food flavorings, we have laboratories dedicated to composition and applications. For instance, you will learn how to make a food flavoring, and after you will mix with ice cream, and you will have flavored ice cream. And we have, for instance, a sensory analysis laboratory, which different cabins with specific lighting, red or green, white, and they will help you to be not influenced by the color of the product you will taste. So as you understood, we have very practical learning programs. Our faculty is composed of 100 practitioners, researchers, alumni, or visiting professors. They share their high-level expertise with you in sensory, chemical analysis, olfactory, formulation, and evaluation, and they will share their experience in B2C or B2B. They will be your advisor and instructor and mentor sometimes, and they will help you to find your internship. We develop many opportunities in the world, and we create a multicultural community. Without any pandemic, we have more than 45 different nationalities on our campus. About the financement of your studies, we encourage you to ask the French embassy to broaden the Campus France catalog with the different scholarships from the governments, French one or foreign one, and you can ask your Campus France office in your country. We have no specific scholarship to date. About the French top programs, we have some apprenticeship program. So it's very interesting. For instance, if you remember the MSc in Création and développement des produits. We have the full-time, the first year is the full-time year, so you can follow the full-time year and after an apprenticeship. So it's very interesting for you because the company you will work for will pay for you. We have an ISIPCA Career Center with a job board, which can help you to find your internship, which can help you to improve your CV, your cover letter, to prepare your recruitment interviews. So it's a great asset, it's very useful, and they're accessible. And before coming, if you have any information to ask or support to ask, you have the International Welcome Desk I represent. I will be very pleased to welcome and help you. So we have some webinars, so we will have some in 2022, but a great date will be the open day on the 5th of February. We are located in Versailles. It's very easy to reach the school. My best advice, if you are interested in one of our programs, is to apply without waiting, because we have limited intakes. So you can apply now and you will secure your spot. So all our blended learning programs, so that means all our degree programs in English, will start late September 2022 remotely, and after you will reach our campus mid-November 2022. That means that remotely you will learn all the theoretical courses, and after you will reach our campus and learn and work a lot in the labs. So thank you for your attention. If you have any question, I'm at your disposal to answer your question now with this webinar or by email. Don't hesitate. Thank you.